All right, we have Peter here with FEMA. So, give us a quick rundown of, well, first of all, where do you apply for help? How do you qualify? If you have insurance, are you applying for FEMA? If you don't have flood insurance, how does all that work?
Absolutely. So it doesn't matter if you have insurance or not, you can be eligible for FEMA assistance. But if you have an insurance claim, you need to file it, because we need that information to continue on with your application. There's 39 counties in Texas that are currently eligible, and I'm not going to go through the whole list, but if you go onto our website, you can see the full list. To apply, the easiest way right now is to go to disasterassistance.gov. It's disasterassistance.gov. There you can plug in all your information. If you need to upload some documents or everything, you can save the application and come back to it, because obviously people lost a lot of that documentation. They may not have that information at the tip of their fingers. But you're going to live in one of the 39 counties. You have to have suffered damage from Harvey. You have to apply. It's that simple.
And then there's additional benefits for people that are already in need of social services, or how does that part work?
So on the FEMA side, we can help with things like damage to the building you live in, the home, any clothing, furniture, appliances, stuff that's inside the house. If your vehicle was damaged, we can also help with medical and dental issues. On the other stuff, we're going to try and connect you with one of the volunteer organizations that's here. There's a lot of them. Red Cross, Salvation Army, there's a couple of them. And so we're going to try and connect you because they can help, one, a little quicker than we can sometimes, but they can also help in places that we legally can't. And so we'll try and connect you with those resources as well.
Can you give us a little idea of the process overview? You go online, you apply, FEMA has someone that comes out and inspects, or how does that work? And what's the timeline?
Once you finish your application, within 10 days, an inspector from FEMA will call you to set up an inspection. You need to be able to get to the house. We know some people still have their houses underwater. And you need to be able to be there for the inspection, because you're going to have to show that you are who you say you are and that you actually live in the building. But the FEMA inspector will come out. Usually it takes 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes a little longer depending on issues. But there you should point out any specific issues, like if you've got a septic tank problem, any specific utilities, anything like that that you want to highlight, make sure you do. They'll write up the report, they'll kick it back into our system. It should take a couple of days before we can make a determination. And when that'll happen, we'll send you a letter. And if you're online, you can access that and pull it down so you don't have to wait for the mail. And you'll see how much assistance you're eligible for. If you're eligible, we'll cut you a check. We'll deposit directly into your bank within about 48 hours. We're hitting that mark pretty well. And if you think you should be eligible for more, you think we didn't get some information right, you disagree with the determination, in that letter there's information about how to appeal the process. Because we want to make sure we're continuing that dialogue. Just because we say, hey, based on what we have, it doesn't look right, doesn't mean we don't want to continue that conversation with people.
Is there any kind of range? Is there a maximum cap to benefits? And is there some kind of minimum amount?
So, yeah, there's no minimum, obviously zero. But the maximum amount that FEMA can provide, and this is by law, is $33,300. And so for a lot of people, we know that's not going to be enough. So if they've got insurance, obviously that's a huge part of it. If they don't have insurance, or their insurance and RE doesn't amount to doesn't cover the amount of damage they had, the SBA works with us, the Small Business Administration. I know you're not a business, it's an individual, but they can provide a low-interest disaster loan to help people bridge that gap as well.
Okay, what are the most common, I guess, either myths that are untrue, or some of the maybe steps people are taking that might be hurting the process?
So a couple things. One, we help homeowners and renters equally. We help those with flood insurance, without flood insurance equally. So please apply regardless. FEMA and the SBA,
whether you have a $50,000 house or a $5 million house.
Absolutely. Does make a difference. There's a lot of things that go in that determination stuff, but those things don't affect your eligibility. FEMA and the SBA never charge. They never ask for money. It's an entirely free application process. Unfortunately, there are people out there that will try and scam people and claim to be us, and that's not true. Call your local law enforcement. The other thing is sometimes people receive a letter that says they've been denied. Read the letter very carefully. Sometimes it says you've been denied. Here's the appeals process if you disagree. Sometimes what it really says is, we don't have everything we need from you, and you need to submit some more stuff. So please make sure you're continuing that conversation with us. If at any point you're confused, you don't understand, reach back out, because we want to make sure we're providing as much assistance to you as we can.
Do you know how much has been allocated for Harvey, or?
So it's not an allocation, it's not a pot, and we just fill it until it's out. We're going to continue to service, and whether you applied on day 1 or day 60, it doesn't matter. What I can tell you is we've approved over 200,000 applications for over $200 million so far. And so obviously that's an ongoing process, and we're constantly reviewing it.
Is there a deadline that they need to get their application in by?
So there's a 60-day application period. I think we're on day like 13 or 14 now. Don't quote me on that, my math isn't great. So we still get about 45 days, and as we start to approach that, we're going to make sure to message that to people.
All right. Do you have any additional? Give me the website one more time. Any additional information you have?
So disasterassistance.gov is the website. You can apply through the FEMA smartphone app. If you want to come in and see us in person, because it's confusing, there's a disaster recovery center in Houston right now at the GRB. It's open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week, and we're going to open more up, so be tuned to that.
Are there translation or bilingual services, any of that?
Yep. Whether you go online, whether you call into our 800 number, which is very backlogged, which is why I didn't give it out, or you come in, we can provide those services. You just have to let us know.
Okay, great. All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Those are very good questions, by the way.
Oh, thanks.